This 17 News at Noon podcast is brought to you by Clinica Sierra Vista.
Welcome back to the 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Well, good afternoon and happy 4th. I'm Elena Rusk. We begin with tragic news as an Independence Day parade turned deadly this morning. Police say at least 6 people are dead and 24 people rushed to hospitals after a mass shooting at a July 4th parade at a Chicago suburb. The shooting in Highland Park disrupted the parade just after it began at 10 a.m. this morning. Officials say the gunman apparently opened fire on parade goers from a rooftop using a rifle that was recovered at the scene. Highland Park police say authorities are still searching for that suspect, telling people nearby to shelter in place. We'll have more on this developing story tonight on 17 News at 5. And back here at home, the Kern County Sheriff's Office is looking for a suspect after an armed robbery turned deadly in Oildale. Deputies were called to Gravity Tobacco on Roberts Lane near Locust Street just before 5 yesterday. The gunman reportedly walked into the store and tried to rob it before then opening fire and hitting a man. Today, the coroner named that victim who died on the scene as 36-year-old Odulio Rodriguez. No one else was hurt. First responders say the suspect is a man last seen driving away in a green sedan. If you know anything about this shooting, you're asked to call the Sheriff's Office at 861-3110, or you can remain anonymous using the Kern Secret Witness line at 322-4040. A man facing felony charges after a suspected DUI crash in East Bakersfield over the weekend. First responders called to East 3rd Street near Clifton Street just before 2 yesterday afternoon. Bakersfield police officers say 24-year-old Jesse Prado was driving a gray truck when he allegedly swerved into a car at the intersection, hitting that car and then a house. Then Prado reportedly tried to back away, hitting another house. Witnesses tell police he was doing donuts in 2 separate intersections before the wreck. Prado was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence and faces charges for driving under the influence and felony vandalism. Fortunately, no one was hurt in these incidents. And officers are reminding drivers they will be out in full force through the 4th. CHP's maximum enforcement period started Friday night and it runs through the end of today as they work to keep the roads safe from speeding cars and drunk drivers. The CHP reports they have already arrested more than 600 people for impaired driving this weekend. That number reported less than 30 hours after their enforcement period began. Now, to make sure our community is celebrating the 4th safely today, our local fire departments have launched a new website that can be used to report illegal fireworks. The site is up and running right now, and you can find that link on our website, kget.com. First responders are also using new technology to crack down on illegal fireworks, including 10-foot-long drones, one of which can fly up to 3,000 feet in the air. Fire officials stress that residents should not be calling 911 to report illegal fireworks. 911 is only for emergencies. The hotline, if you'd rather call to report illegal fireworks, is 868-6070. Those wishing to turn over illegal fireworks can do so year-round at any Kern County fire station, no questions asked. And a reminder for you, no fireworks of any kind are allowed in our mountain communities. Well, in other sad news, city officials say a 3-year-old child is dead after drowning in a pool in East Bakersfield. Emergency crews were called out to Corazon Court near Brio Ave Drive just before 5 p.m. Saturday. When they arrived, they rushed the child to a hospital where that child died. No word yet on what led up to this drowning, and the investigation is ongoing. So on the holiday today and all summer long, officials are urging everyone to refresh on water safety tips, especially as people who have pools may be having guests over today who don't know how to swim. So never leave a child unattended in or near water. Always designate an adult water watcher to keep track of children swimming. That person avoids all distractions and should be rotated every 10 minutes. If you own a pool or a spa, you should work today to install some layers of barriers to prevent visiting children from accessing the water without you knowing. Refresh your knowledge on performing CPR on children and adults by watching a video online today. And parents, dress your children in brightly colored swimsuits today so that they are easier to spot in the water. And be sure they take breaks so they're not too tired while swimming.
Hello, this is Tim Callahan with Clinica Sierra Vista, and we're excited to unveil the Community Health Center of the Future, our comprehensive care center. It's located right across the street from Memorial Hospital. We have every service under one roof, from family medicine, OBGYN care, dental services for adults and children, behavioral health, and much more. So find your way to better care at Clinica Sierra Vista this year at our Comprehensive Care Center. Visit our website, clinicasierravista.org, for the latest on this project. We'll see you soon.
Well, of course, the 4th of July, a time for celebration, it can quickly lead to tragedy. Local burn units expect a surge in patients tonight, plus a surge in calls about mental health. Doctors at the Grossman Burn Center at Memorial Hospital say they see 5 times as many patients as usual around the 4th of July.
We will see dozens of burn injuries. Most common injuries are 2nd and 3rd degree burns to the hands, the face, and the feet.
Now, Combs is urging you to use safe and sane fireworks if you're celebrating at home. Take extra care around barbecues and grills as well. But in addition to physical injuries on this holiday, fireworks can also take a toll on some mentally as well.
The 4th of July could increase feelings of anxiety, sadness, and fear for those who may have been impacted by trauma like PTSD or might have issues with loud noises.
And a reminder, if you're experiencing a mental health crisis, you can call the Kern Behavioral Health Crisis Hotline 24/7 at 800-991-5272. All right, well, as we anticipate those fireworks shows tonight, it's important to keep an eye on our four-legged friends, too. Many of you have dogs that have been fine in years past, but as they get older, maybe they're a little more skittish. Hundreds of dogs escape every year on the 4th of July weekend, usually panicked by the loud sounds of the fireworks, and they feel the need to flee. But it's not too late to protect them. If your dog's tags or microchip information may be out of date, use some masking tape or duct tape on their collar to write your current address and phone number. Bring them inside before the sun sets, about 8:15 this evening, and turn on music or the TV to help wash out some of that fireworks sound outside. Create a safe space for them, like a kennel or an interior bedroom with blankets and clothes that smell like you. And here's a new tip from a veterinarian we hadn't heard of before. She says you should give your pet some treats 2 hours prior to the anticipated fireworks, which is about 7 p.m., before most people are then celebrating at 9. It's just something to kind of get them in a good mood and associate the day with something positive. Now, of course, we had to cover some of the negative effects of the 4th, but let's just talk about the celebrations. The city of Shafter kicking off their Independence Day celebrations a day early with their annual Chamber of Commerce's 3rd of July fireworks show over the high school.
I just love that people can still come together and enjoy life together. It's about being free.
Because I want to honor heroes who fight for us.
Just a fantastic soundbite there. There are more professional fireworks shows happening today. Of course, we have a list of the 4th of July events that are open to the public on our website, kget.com. Just click on the hot link section. Now, also one of those annual events happening today, the Westchester 4th of July Parade. The historic neighborhood came together once again with awards for best decorated bikes and scooters, best decorated house, and games and water fun, of course.
It gives people an opportunity to celebrate our independence, but also come together as a community. We have vehicles that are vintage. We have people that have never even come. This is their first time, and we have people that have come all 33 years. So it's a really great opportunity to bring people together in a safe way that's fun and traditional, and just kind of the best thing ever.
It is the best thing ever.
Now, organizers say all surplus proceeds from today's parade will go to help fund the Kern County World War II Veterans Memorial. It has been 3 years now since a series of powerful earthquakes struck the Ridgecrest area. In 2019, the city of Ridgecrest and town of Trona were rocked by a series of powerful quakes, including a magnitude 6.4 on the 4th of July and then a 7.1 on the 5th. Both temblors caused significant damage to homes, buildings, businesses, and military establishments. Felt as far away as Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Phoenix, and even Sacramento, they were the strongest quakes to strike California in 20 years. Remarkably, no one died in Ridgecrest and there were no major injuries, but one death was reported in Nevada. There have been thousands of aftershocks since then. Now, if you feel like taking it easy this 4th of July, there are several restaurant chains offering some deals and discounts today. 7-Eleven offering a free small Slurpee now through their birthday on 7-Eleven. Just grab the deal from your loyalty member account. Applebee's has $5 Star Spangled Sips drinks, and kids eat free today. Chili's is offering a $6 Marg of the Month called the Bacardi Beach Party Rita. Krispy Kreme is offering an original glazed dozen when you buy any dozen, including the I Love America donuts, which of course are decorated in patriotic red, white, and blue. You also get one free donut if you show up wearing one of those colors of the American flag. Now in the mall, Auntie Anne's and Cinnabon are both offering buy one, get one free deals when you use their code NOPOPCORN. And we have all these deals and more on our website, kget.com. All right, and one last 4th of July note for you, Bakersfield residents. Trash collection will be delayed a day all week due to the holiday today. The trash collection schedule will be pushed back by one day across the city. So if your trash is usually picked up today, it'll be happening tomorrow. Tuesday trash picked up on Wednesday, and so on. Regular collection hours will resume by this Saturday.
The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.